Hi everybody, it's Corbin, and today I'm going to go ahead and talk to you about one of the first yaois I ever read, which got me hooked into this whole kind of BL subculture of manga. And I'm going to go with Volume 1, which of course I'm going to be talking about Eerie Queerie. It's published by Tokyopo, which doesn't exist anymore, but you can still pick these up used, and you can still on occasion find them new. Now, it's rated 16+, it's one of my favorites, and it's very addictive. I'll go ahead and read the back for you, and then we'll talk about more in depth. And yeah. Mitsu Shizu is an ordinary student with an extraordinary gift. Wandering spirits use his body and mind to communicate with loved ones. But sometimes, this sixth sense puts Mitsu in an unusual situation. When his mind and body are taken over by two otherworldly women, he suddenly develops a few fawning admirers of the male kind. So, the story begins with the blonde that's right here, okay? His name is Mitsuo. I'm gonna just call him Mitsu. And it follows him. He realizes around the age of 14, 15 that he's able to talk to spirits, and he starts running into them and communicating with them. This is actually very new to him. And he meets a very overbearing spirit which won't leave him alone. She's a teenage girl who went to an all-girls school. He goes to an all-boys school, and he pretty much helps her communicate with boys she really likes. And that's where we meet our second character, which I'm trying to remember his name. I wrote it down. Yay. Muna. Oh, whatever. He is this one, the little brunette down in the corner, and he has been good friends, well, acquaintances is a better way to put it, with Mitsu. Hasumumimam is, yeah, I'm gonna butcher that name every time I say it, so let's not even comment to talk about that, okay? So he literally, you get the feeling that he's liked Mitsu for a while, and they've been close friends and have he's been fawning and admiring him from a distance for a while. And that works out. Then we meet our second antagonist, which is, what's his name? Ichi, which is the guy with the glasses up here in the top. Now, Ichi is once upon a time child soccer star becoming nerd, which we learn more about his past, and these are very, 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 very good little stories. Now, this actually ends up being a collection of short stories, which normally bothers me, but each story is very complete, very well-rounded, so you get a lot more in-depth explanation to how things working. You get a whole bunch of really, really good, vital information to make the stories feel complete and rounded. So there's 3 in this first volume, and the third one is pretty much about, I can't remember, a person who's in the drama club and his older sister. I can't remember their names. I know they're connected to the main story, but I can't remember their names right now off the top of my head, and flipping through it's just not appearing, trust me. So we meet them. It's very good. The artwork is nice. It's very solid, like how you normally see mangas, how they should always look in my mind, and it's very, very good. It keeps you filled with suspense, keeps you interested, it keeps you riveted to the page, and I love it. This one, for me, is definitely a 5 out of 5 if they were still in print. Since they're not in print, they're going to be 4 out of 5 purely because they're a little harder to get a hold of in good condition. Mine have scratches, dents, little nicks along the back. I do highly recommend, if you get a chance to read it, because they're very good. Again, it's rated 16+, which I think is a little iffy as for that rating, but it's good otherwise. I can't see a parent really having a problem. I think I read this when I was 14, 15. But then again, I borrowed it from a friend and I didn't exactly show my parents. So it's still really good. If you guys like supernatural sort of stories, I recommend it wholeheartedly. If you can get your hands on it, I recommend adding it to your collection because this is a very fun read and it's a very fun reread. I reread it, I think, for like the 5th or 6th time, and I'm still in love with it. Every time I read it, I get re-involved, and it's just very cute. The very end story where we have like publisher notes, it's a full separate little comic on its own where she talks about her day-to-day life, and it's just very sweet. It's very good. And yeah, so 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5 if it was still in print, but 4 out of 5 since it's not in print. If you guys find it, I recommend filling it with your collection. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Remember, get it. It's one of my favorites if you can. If you can't, find a friend who has it and borrow it and read it because it's really, really good. So yeah, like, favorite, subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later.